You're being robbed, right now. And the worst part? You're the one handing them the key. I'm not talking about a thief. I'm talking about 10 everyday things millions of Americans are still spending money on in 2026 that are quietly draining their wealth. One transaction at a time. Inflation, shrinkflation, hidden fees. These aren't buzzwords anymore. They're your monthly bank statement. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to cut, what to replace, and how to keep hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars in your pocket every month. Let's get into it. Number 1 hits harder than you'd expect. Number 1, food delivery apps. Let's start with something you probably used this week. Food delivery apps. There was a time when DoorDash and Uber Eats actually made sense. Cheap, fast, felt like magic. But that version doesn't exist anymore. Today, you're not just paying for food. You're paying for convenience fees, service fees, bag fees, inflated menu prices, and guilt-tipping someone you'll never meet. A Chipotle bowl at $13 in the restaurant? By checkout on DoorDash, $22. Sometimes $25. And that's with Dash Pass. Here's the part people always miss. Open any restaurant's actual website right now. Compare. Most items are $2 to $4 cheaper than on the app. As of 2026, the average DoorDash order runs 30 to 40% more expensive than just walking in. You're not paying for food anymore. You're paying for laziness, packaged as convenience. The fix? Pick it up yourself. Uninstall the apps. Not exciting, but financially powerful. Number 2, brand new cars. Now let's talk about one of the biggest financial traps in America. Brand new cars. The average car payment in 2026? $750 a month. That doesn't sound insane, until you realize what that money could actually become. If you invested $750 a month for 30 years, that's over $1.1 million. So that car? It's not costing you $750 a month. It's costing you your future wealth. And here's the math that really stings. A $50,000 car, 7% interest, 72-month loan. You're paying over $11,376 in interest alone. By the time you finish, the car is worth maybe $25,000. You're financing a depreciating asset for 6 years to own something worth half of what you paid. The first 2 years, you owe more than it's worth. That's called being underwater, and it's a trap. The move? Buy a 3 to 5-year-old used car. Same Toyota, same reliability. 30 to 40% cheaper, and you actually own it. Number 3, upgrading your iPhone every year. Apple doesn't sell phones. They sell anticipation. Every September, new launch, new hype, new features you didn't know you needed. But let's be honest. The difference between an iPhone 14, 15, and 16. Most people genuinely cannot tell without looking at a spec sheet. Same camera quality in real life. Same speed for 95% of tasks. Same experience. The only upgrade that actually feels meaningful. Going from a 3 or 4-year-old model. And now phones cost over $1,000. Some hit $1,200, $1,400. Upgrading every year and trading in? You're still spending $300 to $500 net per year for a slightly better portrait mode. Apple's marketing is some of the best ever made. I respect it. But respecting the game doesn't mean you have to play it. My rule: I don't buy a new phone unless there's something the new model can do that my current phone physically cannot. Hold 3 to 4 years. You get real upgrades. And you keep $1,000 or more in your pocket. Number 4, actively managed mutual funds. This one is sneaky because it feels smart. You're trusting professionals, people whose only job is to beat the market. But here's the reality. Most of them don't. And worse, they charge you for trying. According to S&P Global, over 20 years from 2005 to 2025, 85 to 90% of actively managed funds underperformed their benchmark. 85 to 90%. The experts, with their Bloomberg terminals, Their research teams couldn't beat a simple index fund. Now let's talk about what those fees actually cost you. $500,000 invested, 8% growth, 30 years. In a low-cost index fund at 0.03%, you end up with $5 million. In an actively managed fund at 1% per year, $3.8 million. That's $1.2 million gone. Not from bad performance, just from fees. If you have a 401k right now, open it. Look at your expense ratios. Anything above 0.25%? Find an alternative. VTI, VOO, FXAIX. Simple, boring. And they beat 85% of professionals long term. Number 5, extended warranties. You just spent $1,200 on a laptop. The cashier smiles and says, "Would you like a 3-year protection plan for just $199? Extended warranties are one of the highest margin products in all of retail. And there's a reason for that. First, if you have a Chase Sapphire, Amex Gold, or Capital One Venture card, most of these already extend your manufacturer's warranty by 1 full year for free. You're literally paying for something you already own. Second, they're full of exclusions. That water damage you're worried about? Probably not covered. Read the fine print. Third, they're betting you'll lose the paperwork. Forget it exists. Let it expire. That's the business model. My policy? I just say no. If it breaks, I eat the cost and move on. The expected value of an extended warranty is almost always negative. That's literally why they sell them. Number 6, the wellness industry. Wellness used to mean taking care of yourself. Now it means buying things. $20 smoothies, $300 yoga sets, supplements promising fat loss, better sleep, more energy, peptides, cold plunges, biohacking stacks. The wellness industry is now projected to hit $7 trillion globally. And most of that money is selling you a shortcut. The idea that you can buy your way to health. Here's the truth no brand will ever tell you, because you can't put it in a cart. Walk every day, sleep 8 hours, drink water, eat real food, move your body. That's it. I'd bet everything that those 5 things done consistently would make 80% of people feel dramatically better. And it costs almost nothing. The wellness industry is a feelings industry. It makes you feel like you're making progress while you spend. Don't confuse consumption with action. You need consistency, not a $25 green juice. Number 7, starter homes in 2026. This one is controversial, and I know some of you are going to push back. But the math doesn't lie. Starter homes in 2026 are no longer the obvious financial move they used to be. 10 years ago, in 2016, buying made sense. 4% mortgage rates, prices still recovering from 2008. Owning and renting were close in cost. Today, rates are sitting at 6.5 to 7%. And according to LendingTree, homeowners with a mortgage now pay 36.9% more per month than renters. Real example, a $1.2 million starter home in the Bay Area, 20% down, 7% rate. Taxes, insurance, maintenance. That's $8,500 a month. The same home rents for $5,000. You're paying $3,500 extra per month to own. Now, if you invested that $3,500 difference instead, over 10 years in the market, you might actually come out ahead of what the home appreciated. I'm not saying never buy. I'm saying run the math for your city. Don't buy a home in 2026 because it's what you do. Buy it because the numbers actually work. Number 8, status spending. This is probably the most dangerous one on this list because it doesn't feel like a mistake. Designer clothes, expensive trips, bottle service at $2,000 a table, a new car you can't afford, an outfit for the gram that cost 3 paychecks. It looks like success, but often it's just debt with good lighting. Here's the thing about the math in America right now. The difference between someone on track for retirement and someone completely broke by 50 is often just a few $100s a month. That's the entire gap. So before any status purchase, I want you to ask yourself one question. Would I still want this if no one could see it? If the answer is no, you're not buying the product. You're buying the reaction. You're spending real money for imaginary approval from people who will forget about it in 48 hours. Your net worth is built in private, quietly, consistently, not on display for strangers on the internet.
Number 9, fast food. This one hurt me personally because I grew up on McDonald's, In-N-Out on Fridays, Burger King on road trips. Fast food was the budget option, the everyman option. Not anymore. A double quarter pounder meal, close to $14. A Chipotle bowl, $16, $17. At $14, you're not that far from your local taqueria, your neighborhood lunch spot, your casual sit-down place, except that food is made fresh by someone who chose to cook it, not shipped frozen from a factory. The price gap between fast food and real food nearly closed, but the quality gap still enormous. The only exception, and I genuinely mean this, Costco. The $1.50 hot dog deal hasn't moved since 1985. The $10 pizza is actually good. Costco is winning the fast food war while everyone else prices themselves out. Otherwise, pay the same price for real food. Your body will notice the difference. Number 10, concert tickets. This one hurts because experiences matter. But concerts today, they're not what they used to be. I remember 2015 and 2016. I went to multiple shows, $50 to $100 all in. It was just a normal Friday night. Last year, I went to a concert for $50 and literally said out loud, "Wow, that's cheap." Then I remembered, 10 years ago, that would have been on the expensive side. That's how far we've fallen. 3 things happened at once. First, COVID killed live music for 2 years. When concerts came back, demand was insane. Promoters raised prices to match. Second, the Eras Tour. Taylor Swift changed what people thought concerts should cost. When fans paid $800, $1,000, $1,500 for tickets, that became the new anchor price, and every other artist took note. Third, Ticketmaster, service fee, processing fee, facility fee, order fee, delivery fee for a digital ticket. $200 becomes $275 at checkout, every single time. The move? Find a local artist. Pay $20 to see someone incredible in a 300-person room. The energy in a small venue beats a stadium nosebleed every single time, and the best concert experiences of my life cost less than $30. So there you have it, 10 things quietly robbing you in 2026. Food delivery apps, new cars, annual iPhone upgrades, actively managed funds, extended warranties, overpriced wellness, starter homes, status spending, fast food, and concert tickets that cost more than a flight. Some of these you already knew. Some of them hit differently. Here's what I want you to walk away with. You don't need to cut everything, but if you cut even 2 or 3 of these and redirect that money into an index fund, a savings account, or just debt payoff, the math changes dramatically over 5 years, over 10 years, over 30 years. Small decisions compounded over time. That's how real wealth is built. Quietly, not on display. Drop in the comments. Which one surprised you the most, and which one are you refusing to give up? I want to see the debate. And if you want to go deeper on the car payment trap specifically, I did an entire video on it. It's linked right here. The math will make you never look at a dealership the same way again. I'll see you in the next one.